Hi everyone, this is my presentation for the final week of the project. I'm basically just going to talk a little bit about my event and all the things that are going on around it. Um, and so the name of my event is called Home Runs for the Homeless, and the San Diego Padres and the Rock Church have partnered together um, to basically host a charitable outreach for um, a pretty dense population of homeless that's located in the downtown district, Gaslamp district of San Diego. So it's kind of something that is heavy on my heart in terms of homeless people because a lot of them are veterans, and so I feel for them. And I thought this would be a great event if it were to actually happen. So Home Runs for the Homeless. The mission is to provide basic needs for homeless individuals, like clothes and other hygiene-related items, while providing opportunities to hear about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And also, there will be a job fair where they can basically interview and ask pertinent questions about employment opportunities. Um, in addition to that, they'll receive a care package with clothes, clean socks, underwear, blanket, um, and they'll receive a shower, a haircut. They'll be given food. Um, the feasibility of this event, um, it's excellent that um, it's funded by a professional sport organization. Obviously, they're going to have money, so it's well funded. Um, and a great outcome might mean that we could have similar events with you know charitable goals in the future if it turns out well. Um, so moving on to uh, the SWOT analysis, some strengths of this event um, is what I said just a little earlier, that it's funded by a professional baseball organization, so they've got a lot of money. There's excellent security at Petco Park, and there's a high number of volunteers that are willing to give up their time to help out in this event. Some weaknesses: it is a charitable outreach, so there is low profit. There's not a lot to gain financially, and also the homeless community doesn't have access to the internet or a phone maybe. So part of the one of the weaknesses is that we're going to have to actually go out and actively seek them and invite them and you know invite them back to the event. um, Opportunities: um, it's a great opportunity for basically for a homeless individual to change his current situation and get a haircut, get some clean clothes, and ask questions about job opportunities with the job fair that we'll have, and it'll also be great for them to see a home run derby. So some threats or bad weather could always permit the event from happening. There could also be some kind of sketchy characters coming into the stadium. Um, not all homeless people are mentally stable, so you got to just kind of be aware of that. That's why security is going to be on top of it. And there's always the possibility of that the homeless won't accept this invitation. So, that would be a definite bust if they just said, no, I don't want to come. So moving on to the budget, some expenses, which this event doesn't have a lot of expenses just because it's being completely funded by the people who own the stadium. But utilities, it comes around to about $1,200 for using the facility all day. Supplies runs it up around $5,000 with clothes and hygiene related items and stuff like that, and then food to help with the staff and the players in the home run derby and the homeless individuals that will be coming into the stadium. So those would basically be the main expenses. Other than that, there wouldn't be too many other expenses. Broadcasting rights, I think, would be another expense, and that would be around $500 to broadcast for the day. Some revenue. The revenue basically coming in for this event would be a lot of donations. A lot of companies and organizations have backed this event to fund it and donate their time and money into helping. Advertisement. Companies and organizations will get the opportunity to advertise during the home run derby, so they'll have to pay a fee, for us to sponsor them. And Geico Insurance has also agreed to donate $1,000 for every home run that was hit in the home run derby. The personnel behind this event, which I went on a tour to Petco Park and kind of got to meet the executives, you could say. And so Mark Guglielmo is the Senior Vice President for Ballpark Operations. He's the General Manager of Petco Park. He basically runs everything. He's the guy. He's going to be in charge of all the stuff that goes on at Petco Park. Matt Kennedy is the Director of Security and Transportation, so he'll be in charge of making sure that the events run smoothly. Nick Capo, he's the Senior Director of Operation and Events, so he's going to be making sure that the event runs smoothly and everything's taken care of. Ken Kawachi is the Director for Event Operations, and basically he will help Nick Capo with the event. John McAvoy is the Director. He's the Facilities Manager, so he's in charge of the event transition and all the different stuff that comes with it. And Danielle Sanchez is the Volunteer Director, who will organize all the groups and check-ins for all the people who want to volunteer and help out. Some vendors and sponsors that are backing this event. San Diego Padres, obviously, they are hosting the event in their stadium at Petco Park. The Rock Church, which is a big church here in San Diego, they do a ton of things every year that help out the unfortunate, misfortunate, and they do a lot in the city of San Diego to help promote hope, basically. 619 Barbers is a big barbershop here in San Diego, and they volunteered their time to come out and give free haircuts and trims and all that stuff for the homeless people. Phil's Barbecue has agreed to cater the event, as well as Carl's Jr. The two will help cater the event and provide all the food. New Era will be there helping out mainly for the home run derby, but they'll be heavily involved with clothes and different things that will be handed out to the homeless. New Balance has agreed to donate shoes to each individual that would be willing to attend this event. They've graciously donated all those shoes. Toyota has agreed to donate one car to a special individual who is to attend the event. It would be random, and it would definitely be life-changing. It would help them get out of that situation. And also Fox San Diego will be broadcasting and showing coverage of the home run derby. So the event timeline and check-in is a little tricky just because the target group for this event, the homeless, they don't have viable means of transportation. So what would be needed from the staff and the volunteers with that, we need to actively seek homeless individuals throughout downtown San Diego and invite them to this event. On the positive side of things, hoping that they will accept the invite, and just hoping that more people than not show up for the event. Um, that was one of the weaknesses and the threats kind of during the SWOT analysis. So, event timeline at 8 a.m. Volunteers will start to head out of the stadium and move throughout downtown, seeking people in need, inviting them to the stadium to be a part of this event, this amazing event. So from 8 to 2, while the volunteers are kind of out searching and inviting people back um, and transporting them as well through vans and buses and different vehicles where we can go and get them and bring them back to the stadium. Not forcefully, but from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. while the volunteers are out getting the attendees. The gates will be open so that people can basically come in and, kind of get all situated and get their stuff while we're out inviting more people to come. And so from 8 to 2, the gates will be open to the homeless, and there will be check-in tables with care packages that have clothes and different hygiene-related items like toothbrush, deodorant, different stuff like that. Barbers will be posted, ready to give haircuts. The showers and the locker rooms will be open, on, and ready to go. And small booths and companies have agreed to set up booths for a little job fair for any of the homeless that wish to check it out or ask any kind of questions for that. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., Petco Park and the Padres will start to transition the field into the home run derby and kind of set that up. The Padres will be having practice prior to the home run derby, so they'll be setting up the field and taking care of all the maintenance and stuff that goes on prior to the home run derby. So 5 o'clock, that's batting practice, and the homeless people who accept the invitation will be able to have a private viewing of the batting practice and meet the players, be on the field, and just kind of feel that VIP access deal. So from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., that's when the home run derby will be going on. They'll be able to sit there right behind home plate and get to see the whole thing, be right up close and personal. And then at 9 p.m. is cleanup, and staff will be taking care of, the seats and cleaning the showers and locker rooms and kind of getting the stadium back to normal and ready for other events and stuff like that. And then for transportation and parking, like I said before, volunteers will kind of use vans, charter buses, and different vehicles to kind of navigate downtown, spread out, and find people. Also, if they don't accept the invitation, then those volunteer teams who are actively going out will have extra care packages with clothes, blankets, and a sleeping bag that we'll be able to hand out as well. So hopefully we can get a good amount of people to come back to the stadium, but if they say no or decline, then we still want to be able to bless them and give them something that will help them. And so parking for volunteers and different staff will be located under the stadium. And that's about it. I had a lot of kind of interest. I told my tour guide about this event, and she had a lot of interest in it. And so it's kind of interesting. Maybe one day you'll see home runs for the homeless in the news, and I'll be running it. So thanks.